Hey, so y'all like my idea about the book about superstitions, like a book on superstitions from the magic world? Okay, great. I'm sure there's a lot of red tape surrounding the word superstition. So I think the book should all have a disclaimer saying, like, please do not interpret these superstitions as real. I'm not liable if fault is caused by ye, something witchy, like some kind of disclaimer, like put that in the front and back of your book, front, back, and middle. Put that in the front, back, and mid page. Put a disclaimer in there saying this is a book on superstitions. This is not real fact. Put that front, back, and middle, okay? And the German word for superstition is Aberglauben, Aberglaube, and that sounds like the word aber, sounds like the word but really, that kind of but. But aber also sounds like Abba, and which means like the father of the semen father, the father of the water. So Abba, so it could be like a belief inherited from from the water, you know what I mean? So if you're trying to get around that word superstition, try the word Aberglaube. That's the German word for superstition. And yeah, just put that disclaimer front, back, and center, and put it on the back of the book. Put the disclaimer on the back of the book, put the title on the front of the book, and then you can put what the book's about, like if you want to, in the first pages, or you don't need to put what the book's about. But just make sure, maybe, I think front, back, and center, like the title, the first page, the middle page needs to be another disclaimer that it's not real, and maybe the back of the book needs to be like, this is not real. And yeah, I think that should cover your bases, cover your tail ends, because I think it needs to happen. I noticed a lot of books about magic on the market recently, and it's all frip-frop, you know what I mean? I can tell that there's a market for it and stuff, and people want to say something. I can tell people want to say something, and we need to start saying something as people with imaginations and with minds, because they are calling us ignorant, they are calling us dumb, they are calling us stupid as people of this planet, of like Americans. And that's because we aren't allowed to speak for ourselves. And this is a way to speak for ourselves, and they can try and fight it all they want. But yeah, I think you should, if you have the means to publicize yourselves any way possible, like free literature, anything you can, always put the disclaimer on it, always do the disclaimer, and explain that this is, that witchcraft is science that cannot be explained, but this is also inexplicable, so it is not fact. The disclaimer is, please regard none of this as fact. This is superstition. Just keep that disclaimer up there, but publish your beliefs, because that's spiritual wisdom, and spirituality needs to be had. It needs to be held. They are denying the fact of spirit in favor of industry. And when I said, what you can do for me is drink rainwater and compost. Well, if you can do neither of those things, please be a spiritual person. And this is one way to promote spirituality. And that is one more thing that has to be done for this world not to end on a bad note. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being yourselves. I think you're awesome. Awesome. Und dadurch das Yamata Kitaro, him paid for the